Hi guys, it's Feel Good Friday. Hooray! I'm so excited. I love Feel Good Fridays. I love them for so many reasons. But one of the biggest reasons is that it means the weekend is like this close. It's so close you can almost smell the Saturday morning sleeping in. Yes. I know, I'm over the top. I'm always over the top. That's okay. That's just how I am. You guys know that by now. So I hope that you have had a wonderful week so far. We do still have a few minutes until, a few minutes in relative terms, a couple of hours, but I mean, who's counting until the actual weekend? So it is still technically the week. Hey, Katie, how are ya? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Maggie. So, yeah, just counting them down. I'm ready to sleep in. I've got a class tomorrow, a Michael's class at 2 p.m. Eastern time, if you've not signed up for that. We're doing a little herringbone wire wrapping with some extra little beady doodads. It's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. So if you've not signed up for that and you want to, please do so. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got going on this weekend. I do have some work to do. I work straight through the weekend. Don't let me fool you. Like, I sleep in, but that's pretty much the extent of it. I don't know. I do try to rest, but I mean, really resting, I spend too much time in my head when I rest, so. Oh, hi Deborah. How are you? So I've got a couple of things to talk about with you guys. Couple of things I want to address. We've got part of the crowd here, and I don't guess it really makes that much of a difference, but yeah. Wanda, I've got news for you. Actually, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to let Nicole give you the news. Wanda's in trouble. But I'm going to leave that between the two of y'all to discuss yourselves. Oh my goodness. It's so funny though. Wanda, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Cynthia. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we got going on. So first of all, let's just kind of recap, shall we? We had a great week. On Tuesday, we made bangle bracelets that were super easy peasy, but lots of fun. And then yesterday, we had Sam here from Sam's Bead Shop. Guys, if you want to sign up for Sam's new beady box of goodness, you can use the code Sara to get $5 off. Much appreciated if you would love to do that. He has an amazing box. The quality is so good. So if you missed yesterday's live, you can check it out over on the YouTube channel. While you are there, please subscribe because that is where all of our videos go to live after they are live here. Now, that leads me to, I've got a grumble. I have a grumble. Okay, I've got a little grumbly. Actually, I have two grumbles because everybody here over on Facebook is, I have my feet in the trash can right now. I'm trying to adjust myself. You totally didn't need to know that, but I'm sitting crooked and that's why. Anyway, I have a wonderful group of you all here on Facebook. Everybody, for the most part, is really nice, supportive, and kind. We very rarely get any trolls. And when we do get trolls, most of the live wires step into action and make quick work of those people, and they know not to come back, which is fantastic. However, over on YouTube, it's a whole totally different crowd. And I know I've said this before, but YouTube, people tend to be a little bit more grumpy over on YouTube, and I had two grumpsters this week, and I just had to share with you guys. So first of all, the first person came at me because of the story that I told on Tuesday about the mouse trap. And so they were mad at me because the mouse trap was a sticky trap and it was very inhumane, okay? So first of all, if I have offended anybody who loves mice or animals in general, I did not mean to be offensive. I love all animals. The only thing I've ever caught with a sticky trap is a German Shepherd. And please don't think I'm a horrible person for having sticky traps in my garage. First of all, the garage is my husband's domain. And if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at him because he's pretty much a nasty, horrible human being anyway. And he can take it. So be mad at him, but please don't be mad at me. The garage is not my territory. Okay. Yes, I said that. So yeah, please don't be mad at me. I would never hurt an animal. Never, ever, ever. The second person, after watching my Tuesday show, asked me if I was on drugs. I can't help but laugh because, okay, first of all, no, I am not on drugs. And the fact that I am smiling and laughing with what I'm going through in my life, is an absolute miracle. Some of you know, like the fact that I am awake and like smiling and shining and marching on, trudging through the muck in my life is an absolute miracle. So if I seem to be on drugs, no, please take a seat. I am not on drugs. I'm just a over-the-top happy person. And if that's not your speed, that's okay. Like I've said a million times, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach on the tree and somebody still doesn't like peaches. But please don't be grumpy. Like we're sending you a virtual hug because clearly you need one, okay? No, I'm not on drugs. I'm doing good to be upright and walking in the world right now. So I don't know. People are just grumpy and you know, I have to address it. I just can't not say something. So there you go. Too high energy. I am very high energy, but you know, that's just the way I am. That's just, I mean, I make no apologies for that anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. You get what you get. All right, so those are the two little grumpy stories in my life. The little grumpsters that just, you know, give them a virtual hug, send them some love because clearly they need it. And that's what we all need to do, right? We're not going to get down on those people. We're going to lift them up and hope that whatever they are going through that makes them grumpy, that they get through it, you know, and that they find the strength and kindness in the world. So there we go. Let's see. Yep, nobody's still in this crown. Speaking of which, you guys see my, it's backwards to you guys, but you see my new sign up there? It says, if the crown fits. That was sent to me by a very special live wire. And I've got crowns in the mix today. Cannot wait to share that with you guys. But I've got one more thing to talk about before we get moving on, and that is the paid group. Because there are lots of people that are asking about it, and lots of people that are sitting in the little waiting room where they have asked to be a part of the paid group. Let me explain to you guys what's going on there. So the paid group is not officially open yet. It will officially open as soon as I start sending out the invoices. If you have not gotten an invoice yet, don't worry, okay? We haven't sent out a single invoice yet because I just had to open up a brand new business PayPal account. I didn't want to attach it to my regular account. So I'm kind of getting all of my ducks in a row. And as soon as those ducks are all nice and lined up, those invoices will start coming out. Once I get your paid invoice, then the group will open up and everybody can come on in. Okay, so don't worry, you didn't miss it. You haven't missed anything. I'm just trying to get everything situated. So as far as that is concerned, this first invoice will be a little bit kind of, you know, not exactly the way I want things to go. But from here on out, for those of you who are going to be part of the paid group, those invoices should go out at the first of the month or the first of the quarterly month, depending on how you have signed up. Okay, so just know that those will be recurring, you know, invoices that come at you and will be on a timely schedule at the first of the month. Okay, this first one is just taking me a minute, so thank you for your patience. Yeah, I have not sent those out yet. Actually, Kathy and I are getting together right after the live. We're going to sit down and do some computer stuff, which you guys know I'm not good at. So so there you go. Just want you to know that that is what's going on with that. Also, something that I want to mention about the paid group. So two things, actually. The first thing is, a lot of people have asked me, if you're going to do a paid group, does that mean that all of your free lives are going to stop? It does not. And I mentioned that before, but I want to mention it again because not everybody's going to be able to do the paid group. And I totally am okay with that, right? I still want to cultivate the group that we have, and I'm going to continue to do these lives. My schedule is not going to change whatsoever. So if you can't be a part of the paid group right now, and maybe you can later, that's fine. You're not going to miss any of me, I promise. I'm still going to be here doing exactly what it is that I do and and we're still going to be on the same schedule. So please don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. The next thing I wanted to mention about those groups is this. So originally I was going to open the group and let it be open for the, forever, so that you could come and be a part of it. And I was going to prorate your invoices. I've decided I'm not going to do that because girl's not good at numbers. I just can't manage all of that. So what it means is, think of it like your insurance. You know how you have open enrollment season? Once a month at the beginning of all new months, it'll actually fall probably within the last few days and the first couple of days of the month change. So it'll be like the end of the month going into the first of the next month. Each month, I will open up group admission for 3 days. Okay, so you'll have a 3-day window. So for example, say you can't sign up right now for the paid group, but next month you want to sign up for the paid group. You'll have to wait until that window opens for the 3 days. So that means I'll have a new crowd every 3 months, and everybody's invoices will be the same, and everybody's invoices will go out at the same time. Does that make sense? So if you can't sign up now, but you can later on, you'll have to do it within those 3 days. And I'll always make an announcement for that. You will never miss that opportunity. I promise, because if you want to be there, I want you to be there. It's just going to save you and I both a lot of extra brain problems with the numbers. Okay. So that's how that's going to go. As far as the paid group is concerned, so the question that I get asked the most is, how much is it going to be? So if you want to sign up for month-to-month invoicing, it's $27. If you want to sign up quarterly, which means you'll only get an invoice every 3 months, it's $66. That means that you're actually paying less on the month by, I can't even see, I don't even do numbers. I think it's 22. I think that ends up being $22 a month. So it's cheaper if you do it quarterly, but I don't like to talk numbers. So but people are asking. So that's what I'm being completely upfront with you. That's the way it is. I told you it would be less than $30. It is. So monthly it's $27. If you do quarterly, it's like $22. So there you go. Whoa, yes, less busy time and more bead time. Anything I can do to make my life a little bit easier so that I can spend more time with you guys is what it's all about. Last thing before we get into the kits and the projects for today. Kathy says it's a $15 overall savings. So you will save $15 if you go with the quarterly. Just saying. Let's see. So speaking of Kathy, and I mentioned Nicole at the beginning, I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but I have a huge team of people, and my team just keeps growing, which is phenomenal. I've got a team of people who are working behind the scenes with me to make all of these things happen for you. You guys are very familiar with Joan Dice. Joan is here. She always has my back. Always. She goes above and beyond in the group. She posts things all the time. She drops links here in the lives. We love Joan, giving Joan lots of love. She's not the only member of my team though, and I want to let you guys know that very soon I'm going to be posting in the groups a meet the team so that you can know all of the faces of the people who are working behind the scenes with me to continue to cultivate and build our group and our spot here in the world. So if you're not familiar with Kathy and Kathleen or Nicole or Marcia, then you need to stick around, because I'm going to be making posts to let you guys know who those people are so that you recognize them in the lives. And if you've got problems, who you might need to reach out to instead of me, it's possible they may be able to answer your question better than I can. So I just want you guys to know that I was a team of one, but I have a great little crew behind me that are helping, some of them just out of the goodness of their hearts because, they believe in me, and that means the world to me. So just know we've got a crew, we've got a group of workers, and everybody needs some love. So I'm going to share them and a little bio about them as soon as I can get that put together for you guys, because they deserve tons of love because they work really hard. Okay, so now let's talk. It's Feel Good Friday. We've got all of the we've got all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's talk about Feel Good Friday. For those of you who are brand new and don't know what Feel Good Friday is, that means that we have easy, fun, beautiful, instant gratification jewelry on the desk for today. We're going to put together 4 pairs of earrings. One you've actually already seen, but I had a request to show it again, so I'm going to show it again. In the shop, so all of the jewelry that you see in today's live is in my Etsy shop, where you could go and purchase the kits and create them yourself. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can recreate these pieces with things from your own stash. It is more than anything inspiration, a little bit of brain candy to take you into the weekend. But those who do grab the kits, you are appreciated more than you know. So we've got earrings. This week is all about earrings. I've got 4 pairs of earrings to show you. One of them is the ribbon earrings. Remember we did the ribbon earrings? I have restocked the ribbon earrings with 2 brand new pieces of ribbon. I'm going to show you those. Those are in the shop. I'm going to show you how to make those one more time because somebody asked, and those are easy to do. I have a pair of earrings that have Labradorite roses with crowns, and that leads me to a little side note to let you guys know my Straighten Your Crown group. I have a whole little series of designs that will be dropping periodically coming up in the future that include crowns. So those of you who are part of the crowns group, if you want to grab a crown to show your support, those things will be dropping soon. And the earrings are dropping right now. They're already in the shop. Second thing is there is a bracelet that is in the kit or in the shop that has been restocked. I'll show it to you in just a second, but I restocked it with different beads. It's the one with the button and the leather. And then thirdly and last, I restocked, remember the bird's nest pendants that we did with the artistic wire and the little eggs, and they hang from the little bird charm? All of those have been restocked and are in the shop because people were asking. Those sold out really, really quickly. So I restocked those, and be sure that you look at the different kinds of beads that are available. There's some white jade, amazonite, and sodalite for your little egg beads. So those have all been restocked in the shop as well, just so you know, okay? All right, so enough talking already. Can we get down to it and look at some of this stuff? Because it's so cute. It's so good. And that's why the lady asked me if I was on drugs. Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's get over. I'm going to talk about these bracelets real quick before we go any further. So I'm not going to show you how to make the bracelet because we've done the bracelet twice actually. But I just wanted to show you the new ones that are in the shop. So I don't know if you remember what the bracelet looks like or not, but it has gemstone beads, and then there's a section of it that is a button and a leather. It's got a leather hook for your clasp, and then you've got your butterfly and dragonfly charms. So originally the one that we started with was the Z beads, remember? And then I couldn't restock the Z beads because they had gone up and were too expensive for me to repurchase. So I restocked the exact same bracelet with some gemstones. So this is the new gemstones that are there. So we've got a bracelet that you can get with the Adventurine, which is just this really gorgeous green. You can get it with the leopard skin Jasper, which is one of my all-time favorites. I know it's kind of hard to see in the bag because of the glare, but the leopard skin Jasper is one of my absolute favorites. It just has so much personality and so much color to it. So that's one of the colorways. And then last but not least is this gray Jasper, which is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those beads. They look like they were hand painted. Like, I don't know, they look like little swirls of paint. I'm in love. So these are the 3 new color options for that kit that are already in the shop. And don't forget, like I said, the bird's nest pendants are there too. Okay, so those are the 3 new colorways for this bracelet that have been restocked. And remember our ribbon earrings. So the ribbon earrings have been restocked in 2 colors. Hold on, this one, I'm gonna straighten the bead up here on this guy. So there's a brand new blue one, and that's this one that I have in my hand. These sold out so fast, you guys. So this is the new blue that's in the shop of the ribbon earrings. Look at this ribbon. Is that not gorgeous? I love, 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 love. So there's the blue. And then I also have the red. And so we're going to walk through putting the red together. Look at the ribbon for the red one. Is that not beautiful? So in person, the red is a little bit, it's more of a maroon. On camera, it's looking very much like Crayola red. It's not. It's like a wine red almost. Not quite, but it does, in person, it's a little different. It does have a little hint of like purpley to it. So, okay. These are the new ribbon earrings that are in the shop. I'm going to show you how to put together the red one just because it was a request, okay? Because somebody missed that the first time, so I'm going to show you again. They're easy to put together, but I have no problem showing you again. So with the red one, you get black check glass beads. And let's see here. Where are my scissors? I'm going to show you how to put these together. And then the other earrings, I can't wait to show you these other earrings. They're so fun. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is, let's see, get some head pins. That would probably be a plus. I'm going to go ahead and wire wrap my check glass beads. So I'm going to drop each one of these down on a head pin. Okay. And I'm going to do all three at once. So I'm going to go ahead and drop them all down. We'll do wrapped loops on these. And then we will attach these to our ring and then attach our ribbon to it. All right. So I'm going to grab the wire right where it is exiting our bead with my chain nose pliers. Now, if you are it's woven ribbon. Yes, yes. It's really, look at it. It's really beautiful. Like even on the back, it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So as far, all of them are like that, by the way. They're not printed on, they're woven ribbons. Like I wanted to give you guys like amazing ribbons. So some of it is vintage, some of it is newer, but it's still really high quality ribbon. Okay. So I'm grabbing the wire where it is exiting the bead. If you are not comfortable with wrapped loops and you would rather do a simple loop, that is completely fine, okay? I'm going to bend the wire over the top of the pliers. That leaves me enough space here between the bead and the bend to make our wire wraps. So I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, grabbing that wire. I'm going to take the wire up and over the top barrel of the pliers. It's going to make that funny little shape. Now, I need to take that wire over to the other side, but I can't because that bottom barrel of the pliers is in the way. So I just want to rotate my pliers. That's all the movement is there. And I'm going to take the wire over to the other side to close up my loop. Now I'm going to switch hands and I'm going to wire wrap in that space between the loop and the top of my bead. And we have ourselves a wrapped loop. Now, let me grab my cutter. I'm going to come in with my cutter tool and I'm going to trim off that wire as close as I can get it. And if you've got a little piece of wire that's sticking out, you want to come in with your pliers and just kind of push that guy in, tuck it in so he is no longer sticking out. He won't get caught on anything. And then we just want to repeat that with the other two beads. So same thing, bending the wire, coming in with our round nose pliers. We're going up and over, rotate the pliers, take the wire over to the other side, and then we are going to wrap. There's that one. Trimming our wire. Grabbing our bead, round nose pliers coming in, up and over, rotate, take the wire over to the other side, and wire wrap. Okay, and we are going to trim off. All right. So now we're ready to construct everything. So at this point, all we really need to do is just do some, hi Donna, we need to do some opening and closing of jump rings. But let's go ahead and let's do the ribbon part first, okay? So your ribbon is pre-cut, okay? And everybody's ribbons will be the same size. What is the width of the findings and the ribbon? So the ribbon is a 5/8 and the ribbon end is also a 5/8. And honestly, it's a little on the short side, but just barely, just barely. All right, so we're going to take our ribbon, we're going to thread on our decorative ring here, and we're going to bring the two ends together. And then we're going to take our ribbon end and place that over the ends. And we're going to use a pair of pliers to squeeze that down over the top of our ribbon. Okay. So if you like to use flat nose pliers for that, they work really well. Your chain nose pliers will work too, but sometimes I feel like the flat nose pliers get left out and I feel bad for them. So I'm like, come on in, guys. This is a job for you. But chain nose pliers will work just as well. So you just want to close that over the top. Now, you want to be sure that you get it nice and tight. You see how there's not a whole lot of room there? The ribbon is nice and sturdy, so you don't have to worry that you're going to cut through the ribbon, okay? It's strong stuff since it's woven. Okay, so now what we want to do is we just want to attach our beads to our ring. So we're going to hold a 6mm jump ring between two pairs of pliers, and we're just going to use one pair to twist to open our jump ring. And I'm going to thread on one of our beads, and I'm going to hook that to one of our rings. And then to close the jump ring, it's just the same movement, just the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that with the other two of our beads. Okay, close that back. Make sure you get a good closure on that. I love these so much. This color combo is like, oh, so good. It's so good. I love it. Love it. Okay, jump ring, thread on, and close. All right, so there is... You could just put an ear wire on this if you wanted to and be done with it, but you guys know I'm extra, so I had to add a little extra stuff to this. So I wanted to bring in a charm to lay right here in the front. And so to do that, I'm going to use a couple of 4mm jump rings. And of course, you get all of these little goodies in your kit, so you don't have to worry. Thread that on. And I'm going to thread on a 6mm jump ring here onto our, that little loop on the top of our ribbon end. Okay, so now we've got two more 4mm jump rings. Those are going to be kind of our go-between jump rings. So I'm going to open this one, attach it to the one we added to our flower, and then I'm going to attach it to the 6mm that's attached already. I know that seems like a lot of jump rings, but trust me, it's necessary so that everything hangs the correct direction. Okay, and then last but not least is another little 4mm jump ring to attach to our ear wire and to our jump ring on the top of our ribbon. Okay, so there are the red and black pair. I love those. They might be my favorite. It's hard to tell because I have really loved every single one of the ribbon earrings that I've had in the shop. And you guys have too, obviously, because they sell out so fast. I think the brown ones might have been my favorite from last time, but the red ones are definitely my favorite. However, this blue is so bright and beautiful. It's definitely a really beautiful spring blue. And you can alter these however you want to. Once you get them home, you can add other beads to these. You can leave out things if you don't want, you know, the charms that are with them. You don't have to put those on there. You change these up and make them, you know, make them yours, right? You can personalize these however you want to. But the base design design. You've got everything you need for the base design. Then the rest of it is totally up to you. Okay. All right. So those are in the shop, ready to rock and roll. All right. Let's move on to our mismatch earrings. Now these are so fun. I love these so much. And these are, they're really fun and different. But here's the thing. If you don't like them mismatched, you can put them together without them being mismatched. So just so you know, okay? Somebody asked, hold on just a second. Let me roll back here. Jessica says, do you have any more of the light blue flower ones? I don't at the moment, but I can get some. I can restock those. If you guys want the light blue ones again, I can restock those. Easy peasy. Just give me about a week to get those together. And I can. So the mismatched earrings, I'm going to have to pull up the picture that I took of these because even I forget how these went together. Okay, so let me lay them out so that we get an idea. All right. So we've got our little daisy connectors and a ring on one. Okay. On the other one, we're going to put the daisy down here and our ring at the top. They both have a check glass leaf bead for the bottom. And then these gorgeous yellow, but they have that flash of AB to them. I don't know if you can see it or not, but they're so pretty. So these are going to go in the loops. And then, of course, you've got a series of ear wires and your jump rings to put these together. And the head pins to create wrapped loops on these. So if you don't love them mismatched, just put them both together in one direction or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do this or the other way, right? I just thought it would be fun to offer something that you could put together mismatched, right? Because they're fun. It's fun. Springtime is supposed to be fun. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and wire wrap our little check glass beads, these little baby yellow guys. And then we will assemble, okay? So bending our wire, coming in with our round nose pliers. We're just going to do a wrapped loop. If you don't want to do a wrapped loop, again, just do a simple loop. That's not a problem. So I think I saw, let's see. Karen asked me a question. Karen says, what ear wires do you like best? So there are two that I really like. I normally use these leverback, however you want to say it, because for me personally and from experience from customers, they really think these are the most comfortable. So these are the ones I try to go for. Sometimes I don't always have them, so I have to use the shepherd's hook in my in my kits, which is fine because I figure, ear wires are one of those things that you've probably got some at home if you want to change them out for different ones. But the leverback, whatever, tomato, those are the most comfortable just from my, from feedback I've gotten from other people. And I think so too. However, I really like the ones that I make myself and find that they are very comfortable as well. And I don't know if you guys remember what they look like. I'll have to dig one out. I don't have the stuff to make one here. But Joan's been working on, and when Wanda gets, not Wanda, Wanda's going to get in trouble. When Nicole gets settled, she and Joan are both going to be working on some small videos of techniques that I've done. The ear wires will be one of those that they will have in the little library. Sorry, I'm trying to push this piece of wire down. So that will be available. That little video will be available soon, so that you can see it. Let me look real quick to see if I've got one on hand that you can see. I do. Okay, so the ones that I make them with the stepped bell making pliers. I find that they are very, very comfortable. Really like these. So these are my two favorites. But you know, I feel like everybody's got a different opinion on it. I just think that these, from what other people have told me, are the most comfortable, right? So there you go. All right, so let's put these together. And that is just a matter of jump rings here. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add our jump rings to our check glass beads. So I'm just going to open a jump ring. I'm going to thread that onto my check glass leaf. And I'm going to attach that to the bottom loop of my daisy on one earring. So we're going to put these together at the same time. Kind of working on both at once here. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, but this check glass leaf is going to go on to our ring. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Now we are going to attach our little daisy with a 6mm jump ring to the ring on this one. Okay. And then over here, when we attach to our daisy, we're going to attach our little check glass bead as well. So I'm going to thread on the check glass bead and the ring, and then attach the flower. And close that back. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to attach everything up here to the top. We also need to secure our little check glass bead. So another 6mm jump ring, threading onto the ring. I'm going to drop our check glass round onto that. And whoops, I'm going to need a 4mm jump ring as my little go-between for our ear wire. Okay, so this guy goes on the top and our ear wire. Close that back. And there's one, which if you want them to all go this, you know, if you want them both to match, that's a beautiful way, right? That's a beautiful setup right there, just like it is. Or you can set it up so that your daisy is on the top. Close our 4mm jump ring here. Add another 4mm jump ring in our ear wire. I'm liking the mismatched. We've never done a mismatched design, and I wanted to keep them simple so that they didn't get too, you know, complicated. I think they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Even if you don't want to mix, you know, if you want them both to be exactly the same, they're still going to be gorgeous no matter which way you do them, right? They're going to be so pretty no matter what. So those are in the shop. Super, super cute. Perfect for spring. And the yellow is not like in your face yellow, because you guys know I don't do a lot of yellow. I don't wear a lot of yellow. I have trouble designing with yellow. And I know some of you feel that way as well. But this is just such a small little pop of yellow. I felt like everybody could get away with it, right? You know, but if you absolutely can't, you can always, you know, swap this out for a different color if you want to, or put a Swarovski crystal there if you want to. Totally up to you. All right, so I'm going to set these to the side. We're going to do one more mismatched pair. This one is some sunbursts. I think these are cool because they are using my favorite color bead. And so I was really excited to get to show this one to you guys, because I'm a huge fan. You guys who have been watching me for a while, you know that I am obsessed with this color. And I'm not particularly a fan of orange, but for whatever reason, I'm drawn to the orange that has that flash of pink to it. And so I have a whole stash of beads that are just this color. It's a huge bucket of, I don't know. So I'm sharing my bucket with you guys. And we're going to do little sunbursts for these. So a sun on the top, a ring on the bottom, one of these little guys, and then a bicone that matches it to hang in the ring. Okay. And then on the other side, we're just going to go the opposite So that's what the opposite one is going to look like. And again, if you don't like them mismatched, you can make them both exactly the same. Totally up to you. Okay. We're going to do some wire wrapping for our 4 beads here. So let me grab 4 head pins. Okay. So we're going to do wrapped loops on all of these. And I'm going to go ahead and put them on their head pins so they're ready to go. Designs today, these designs are super, super easy, quick and easy, right? Nothing super hard or technical about any of this stuff. That's why it's Feel Good Friday. I'm just keeping it easy. Beautiful jewelry does not have to be complicated. All right, so grabbing the wire, gonna give it a bend, coming in with my round nose pliers. Okay, up and over, rotate, take the wire over, and then we're going to wire wrap. There's one. I'm going to wait to trim at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and sit that down, and we will trim off all of our squiggly wires all at the same time. Okay, so we're going up and over, rotating. It is Feel Good Friday. I love Feel Good Friday. There's that one. And then these guys. Somebody says they can't find the sunburst ones in the shop. That might be, they might already be sold out. There's no way though. I'll look here in just a second to be sure that they got listed. I'm fairly certain that they got listed, but I'll double check for you because I don't want anybody to miss out on those because I love them so much. Okay, I'm going to do one more wire wrap and then I'll check the shop real quick. I had less of the sunbursts than I did the daisy ones, but I thought I had enough. I guess we'll find out, won't we? You guys are like that though. Sometimes when you guys see something that you like, you buy it immediately. It's gone. It's like magic. All right, let me leave these for just a second. Let me pull up the shop just to see, okay? Let's see. So it looks like, let's see. The sunbursts are sold out. Those sold out fast. Yep, they're gone. They're gone. I'm going to keep putting them together, though, for those of you who got the kits so that you know how to put these together, okay? But yeah, you guys bought those up really quickly. All right, trimming. Whoops. Go ahead. That was fast, guys. That was fast. Okay, now we're going to put these together real quick. And again, it's just a series of jump rings. Okay, and I actually was supposed to, darn, I was supposed to wire wrap this one directly to the ring. Let's do that because I don't want anybody to be like, wait, what did you do? You didn't do it the right way. So I forgot. The one that goes on the ring, we're going to actually wire wrap it directly to the ring because there's not an extra jump ring for it. So I don't want anybody to be upset with me. So I'm going to make a large loop on this one. And before I do the wire wrapping, I want to attach it to our ring. And I am going to open it just slightly, because that seems to help sometimes, and just put that right on there. Snap those two together, okay? If you don't want to do this, you can use a jump ring here, but if you use a 4mm jump ring to do this, know that it will not be even with the other one. Does that make sense? The addition of an extra jump ring is going to make one earring a little tiny bit longer than the other one, which once you have them on, nobody's ever going to notice anyway. I mean, the difference is so slight, nobody will ever know. All right, so there's that guy. sorry about that. Did not realize that that's how I had put those together. Okay, so now we are going to open up a 6mm jump ring. We're going to thread that onto our hoop. We're also going to thread on one of our little bicones. And then we're going to attach that to our sunburst and close that back. Okay. We are going to attach another jump ring and another 4mm jump ring. So a 6mm at the top. Go ahead and close it. We're going to do a 4mm and then our ear wire. Okay, so close that one back. Those are so pretty. Okay, and now we just want to repeat over here on the other side. So our 6mm jump ring that goes through our ring is also going to have our little bicone. Okay, I'm going to use a 4mm jump ring. Shoot, I'm missing another, I don't know. Hold on, we'll get there. Hold on. Thinking ahead. I need to just stay in the moment, which is a good lesson for life, you guys. Stay in the moment. All right, so close that back. So there's the top, okay? And now we want to attach that with a 6mm jump ring down here on the other side of our ring. And then we want to attach our bead here, but I need to wire up that one directly on there too. And I forgot. That's why I was, what? So 4mm jump rings would solve the problem right here and everything would be the same. But since I'm difficult, we're going to wire wrap it directly. Okay. So again, a little bit larger loop here. Before we wire wrap, we want to attach it to the loop on our sunburst. Okay. And then we will wire wrap between there. All right, now I've got one more earring to show you. And these are super special. Can't wait for you guys to see them. All right, let me show you these though. So there are those put together. How pretty are those? I love them, love them, love them. Super cute, okay? So I would say those are in the shop, but apparently they're sold out. So congratulations to those of you who bought these because they're awesome. They're super pretty and I love this color. So I'm so excited that I get to share that color with you guys. All right, setting those to the side. Now, last but certainly not least are these guys. And these are for everybody, but these I put together with our Straighten Your Crown group in mind because I've got some crown designs coming up and this is just the first one of many. So what do we have? These are super easy to put together. A Labradorite carved rose is the focal for this guy, okay? So you get 2 of these carved gemstone beads and you also get 2 AB check glass beads and a little crown. Look at the crown. How cutie, right? So these are super easy to put together. We're just going to take our rose and drop that onto an eye pin. We're going to drop down our crown. We're going to put our big, beautiful AB check glass bead, and then we're going to finish that off with a little metal round bead, just a little silver bead, okay? And then I'm going to do a wrapped loop at the top. Now, you want your wrapped loop to go the opposite direction of the loop that's on the bottom, okay? So this loop down here, I want it facing so that I'm seeing the side of it, right? So I want this loop up here to be facing me. Does that make sense? You'll see when I get the wrapped part done. Okay. So coming in with my round nose pliers, up and over, rotate the pliers, the wire over to the other side, and then we are going to wrap in that space between. And it's a short little, it's not that it's short, it's just that you don't have a lot of wire to do your wire wrapping. So you're gonna use every bit of that head pin. Okay. Now you can see, so our loop on the top is facing us where the loop on the bottom is facing side to side. Okay. That's super important. So remember that part. Now, the only thing we have left to do is just put a little dangle on this, and we're going to put our ear wire on it. And these are stunning, stunning. So we're going to do a wrapped loop here. Going up and over, rotate, take the wire over. Now you can either open this loop on the bottom since it's, since it was already, it's just a simple loop, or you can snap the two together if you want to. I'm just going to snap the two together. Okay, grabbing the loop, and then I'm going to wire wrap. Okay, I'm going to come in with my cutter tool and trim off the excess. And now I'm going to add my ear wire to it, and that's it. These are super easy, but that doesn't mean that they're not amazing, because they totally are. So the crown is not necessarily the focal, but come on, it's there. It's there. If the crown fits, right? If the crown fits, straighten your crown. This is for my beautiful little crown group. This is for anybody, honestly, but I had the crown group in mind when I was putting this together. So there you go. Some little gemstones, because we all need a little extra in our lives, right? All right, so I'm going to turn you guys around, and I'm going to try on earrings for you guys so you can see what they look like, and then we will do our goodbyes for the day. Let me get all these ready to go, and I'm going to turn you guys around. All right. Okie dokie. So let's put the crowns on first. Our crowns and roses. So special. They're so beautiful. I love them. You are so welcome, Karen. So there are the roses, the little Labradorite roses with our crowns. That check glass sparkle, I have to add sparkle to everything. So are the rose beads heavy? Not particularly. Not really. They're not really any heavier than any of the other earrings that I make, so I don't think they are. What day of the week is Hardwired going to be? So all of that information will be there when the group officially opens up. The group will officially open up later this weekend, Monday at the absolute latest. So Selma says crown group. What's the crown group? Joan, can you drop a link? Can somebody? Of course, Joan can. Drop a link to the crown group. So for those of you who don't know what the crown group is, I have a Facebook group that is not jewelry related. Okay. It's just a community of people, all of us that we all got to know each other in the jewelry making group, but we wanted a group where we could come together and support each other. Those of us who are going through troubling times, those of us who have a lot of things on our plate and just are struggling to deal with, or if you've got something to celebrate and maybe you don't have anybody to celebrate your victories and fun things within your life, it's just a community support group is what it is. It's a safe place where you can come and say whatever you want to say, and it stays within the group. I want everybody to feel safe within the group. It's a wonderful support system because going through the pandemic has been hard. And it has added to things that we were already going through, the trials that we were already going through. Some of us have been dealing with some really rocky, yucky things. And so it's just a great place to go and feel safe to talk about things, share with others, raise each other up, and build friendships. It's a great group. It's a really great group. So I wanted to do something special. These are fun. I just keep looking at them and I'm like, these are fabulously fun. So yeah, so that's what the crown group is. It's called Straighten Your Crown, because I feel like everybody, you know, when our brothers and sisters are struggling, it's our job to help them straighten their crowns. So, all right, there's that. And here's the other. These are so fun. Aren't those fun? And the yellow is not like, it's not in your face. It's not in your face. You don't have to worry that you can't wear yellow. You can totally rock these. They're so cute. They're so fun for spring. That's my favorite part about spring. I'm not a warm weather person. Yeah, a lot of you guys know that. Like I get really grumpy when the weather is warm. I can't take it. I have my reasons. But one of my favorite things about spring is the rebirth and renewal of all the things that grow. I can't grow anything to save my life. My jade plant, if you saw it right now, you would probably insist that, you know, it go and move into a shelter because it's just pitiful. but I do love to see things grow. So there are the blue ribbon earrings. Oh, blue ribbon earrings. There they are. Those are super pretty. And last but not least are the red and the black. These are so fabulous. So I hate to sweat too. And I have heat syncope, so I pass out. It's not a good thing. It's not a pretty picture. So there are the red ones. Oh, I love those so much. So much. Awesome. So there you go. There you go. Those are all of the earrings. Don't forget the bird's nest pendants. That whole kit is restocked and in the shop with some different gemstone beads. And let's see, what else? The bracelets that you guys have been obsessing over, those are also restocked in the shop with some brand new beads. So check those out as well. Guys, I want you to know how much your support means to me. I hint around, if you're part of the crown group, you definitely know what I am going through currently. A lot of it I don't talk about here on the jewelry group just because I feel like it doesn't really belong in the jewelry group or in my Facebook lives. However, all of the sales that I make from my shop, I want you guys to know that those are appreciated in a way that I don't think some people truly understand. It's not just about repurchasing beads and keeping the lights on. It really is about building my independence and my strength to support myself and my kids and my dogs. So all of those sales, every time a sale comes through, I'm thankful. So I just want you to know that. Also, those of you who give to the tip jar, those things are appreciated so much as well. Joan can sign or can leave the links for that. You can give to the tip jar if you want to via PayPal, or you can give via Cash App if you want. Those things, they don't go unnoticed. If I could hug each and every single one of you, I would, because I couldn't get through what I'm going through without you guys. So I just want you to know you mean a lot to me. So that being that, we're supposed to be like Feel Good Friday. We're supposed to be happy and fun, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end on a happy and fun note. So yeah, if you would like to see more of me, you can join me tomorrow over on the Michaels website. I've got a class at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We're putting together a herringbone wire wrapped pendant with some pretty beads from Michaels. It's an easy it's kind of a upper level beginner class. It's not super hard. I think I hopefully will be able to explain it to everybody, and you will get through that project. And of course, if you don't, you can always reach out to me, and I am more than happy to help you guys. If you've not signed up for my text alerts, please sign up for that. That's the best way to stay in touch with me. I let you know on a regular basis when to set your reminders for lives that are happening, or if there's anything special and extra that's going on, like Snack Shenanigans. That is also on the horizon soon, so don't forget that Snack Shenanigans exists. I will be putting another one of those together very, very soon for you guys. And if you want to join the paid group, all of that information is ready for you guys. It will open soon. I will have invoices going out as soon as I can get those to you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Find some time to rest and relax this weekend and make some fun, easy, feel-good jewelry just for you. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye, guys.